I need a new mattress. What type of mattress should I look for? There's a couple of things that you want to consider anytime you're looking at purchasing a mattress. One is make sure your sleep position is good first. That's the easiest thing to change before you invest in a product. Now, after that, you want to remember that mattresses, regardless of how much you pay for them, are going to last you about 7 to 10 years. That's what they're designed for, and that's when they're going to have to be replaced. So when you're thinking forward, you kind of keep that in mind. Now, depending on your situation, you want to think about whether or not you and your partner are going to need the same type of bed. So if you're hypermobile and your partner is super stiff, has a lot of stenosis, arthritis, you're probably not going to need the same type of mattress, which means you might actually want to look at something like a sleep number or something that you can adjust side to side so that you don't both have to agree on the same thing. The other thing you want to look at is whether or not you have a medical condition where you're going to benefit from an adjustable bed. Now, there's reasons to have an adjustable bed, whether it's breathing issues or blood pressure issues where you want to be able to elevate your head or elevate your feet. But if you are hypermobile, unless you have a very specific medical problem, you don't want to sleep in an adjusted position all the time. Short term, while you're sick, while you have a flare-up, absolutely. But long term, if you sleep in some sort of a kind of folded position where you've got your head up and your feet up, your body, if you're hypermobile, will adjust to that. And so really being able to be flat is going to be more ideal. So once you know whether or not you're looking for adjustable, whether you're looking for a split, the other thing to consider is that for hypermobility, the best thing you can find is a medium firm mattress. So not hard. Hard will give you bruises, you'll get pressure points, but you want something that's firm because when you sleep, your muscles all relax and your body will adjust to whatever the mattress is doing. So if you don't have enough support, you can get into some really bad positions that are really painful when you wake up. So having enough support is really important. More expensive is not always better. So don't necessarily go for the most expensive option. Look at the one that's going to be the best for you in your situation right now. Also, look at your situation the way it is currently. Try not to plan for the future. A lot of times I see people trying to buy stuff for when they're better or if they're worse. You really want to kind of focus on where you're at now and what's going to be the most helpful. And then if that changes, you can change along with it. Determine if you're sensitive to materials. So there's a lot of people with hypermobility who have sensitivity to materials, touch, mast cell issues, toxins, smells, things like that. Those are going to help guide your decision. And then avoid anything that's going to move during the night. Water beds, not good. You need something that's a little more supportive and isn't going to shift while you're sleeping. Foam versus spring versus hybrid. My preference has been memory foam, and they've come a long way with having, with being supportive and with having cooling options. If you tend to sleep hot, there's also some really nice hybrid options now. But the most important is figuring out what your individual needs are. And warranty, please use the warranty. If you're gonna buy a new mattress, they tend to be a big investment, and most of them come with a 30-day warranty. So sometimes you kind of narrow it down to a couple of options and you have to just pick one. Well, pick one, take it home and try it for a couple of weeks because it usually takes a couple of weeks to see how are you gonna like it, how are you gonna adjust to it, and then make that decision. And if it's not a good fit for you, send it back and try the next option. But for all of those reasons, there's not going to be one bed that's going to suit everyone with hypermobility. You need to kind of figure out some of those pieces in terms of what you specifically need, and that will help narrow down that search from everything to I need a I need a variable bed that we can set of different sides. It needs to be medium firm for me. I need it to be low toxin and be able to make that adjustment.